This program is brought to you by the members of WCNY. Thank you.
Experience Symphoria, the orchestra of Central New York. Tickets are available now for the new season. Affordable tickets for the whole family provide access to all musical styles. Tickets at experiencesymphoria.org.
Syracuse Friends of Chamber Music is proud to be a sponsor of the Classic FM Music Educator Awards. Syracuse Friends of Chamber Music is a volunteer organization made up of music lovers dedicated to bringing some of the world's finest chamber ensembles to perform in Syracuse.
Hamilton College Performing Arts Series presents an upcoming season of performances by Billy Child's Quartet, Alejandro Brites Quartet, and Rennie Harris Pure Movement, to name a few. More information at hamilton.edu/performingarts.
The Classic FM Music Educator program is made possible through support from the Chesswater Foundation.
Welcome to the Classic FM Music Educator Awards, celebrating music teachers across Central New York. Music education plays a pivotal role in schools and in the lives of our children, nurturing creativity, cognitive skills, and emotional expression. An adept music teacher goes beyond imparting musical knowledge. They instill confidence, cooperation, and compassion in their students. This harmonious blend of technical prowess and life skills makes music education a vital component in the development of well-rounded adults. During the 2022-23 school year, 10 honorees around Central New York received the Classic FM Music Educator Award in recognition of their contributions and dedication to music in our schools. These individuals were nominated by their students, colleagues, and communities, and all of us are thankful for their role in molding children's hearts and minds. These are our teachers, and they are shaping our future. The first recipient of the Classic FM Music Educator Award in September 2022 was Maggie Doherty, Fine Arts Department leader and choral teacher at Cazenovia Central Schools.
Originally, we had just thought that we were playing for a couple people and they were going to record us, so we'd all expected that and we were all preparing very vigorously. But then, of course, all of a sudden, we see this lovely man right here bring in an award for our great Mrs. Doherty, and all I can say is it was quite the surprise. No one saw it coming. Miss Doherty has been one of the most influential people in my life. She's incredibly talented, incredibly dedicated, and she cares about each and every one of her students. The biggest thing she's taught me is honestly just to find genuine enjoyment in the creation of music, because there's nothing more magical or honestly beautiful as being able to group up with some people you really care about and just produce some beautiful music.
As school districts, we're all talking about social emotional help, and it starts in the arts. It's a tool for them to be able to cope with everything that's gone on the last couple of years. Although some of them will go on to pursue careers in music, that's not the plan for many of them, and I hope that they all have an appreciation for the process and the art, and most of all just have that tool to be able to use it when they need it. And it's so important that we give all of our students these opportunities because it makes a difference. It's easy to forget what we're doing here and the privilege that we get to share something that we are passionate about with young adults in hopes that they will go on into the world and share some kind of appreciation or some kind of knowledge off of what we do. And it's an honor to be able to be happy and excited to come into work every day. And I the math teachers and all that stuff, I'm sure that's fun too, but I can't imagine it's as fun as this.
Congratulations to Ms. Doherty. Our October 2022 honoree was Sean Hebert, music director at Fayetteville Manlius High School.
It's great to see Mr. Hebert get the recognition that he deserves. I didn't realize the power of music until I started singing with Mr. Hebert. Music lets you feel so many different emotions. How he's incorporated music into our lives, it definitely made me feel a lot.
They tell me of a home. They tell me of a home. They tell me of a home where my friends have gone. They tell me of a land far away.
I think for a lot of these kids, the choir room is where they feel the most comfortable. I know that's not everybody, but I think a lot of the kids, that's their home away from home. And when something great happens, that's where they want to celebrate it. And when something tragic happens, that's where they want to get solace from each other. I think it's really important for them to be able to have an emotional outlet and to be able to tap into those emotions. I think it's great to have at least one period in the day where they feel like this is about us working together towards something and trying to make the most beautiful version of that we can. I think that's the thing that I hope that they remember, is that they're all unique, they all bring different things, but that they all make the world better with what they do.
Congratulations to Mr. Hebert. The honoree for November 2022 was Karen Siemens, band director at Cicero North Syracuse High School.
There's a few things that I hope these kids get out of marching band beyond just the musical experiences, and one of them is, life skills that are going to serve them later on in life, even if they never touch their instrument again after they graduate. Things like responsibility, being accountable to the people around you, being true to your word, making a commitment and showing up to your commitment. Those are all the kinds of things that are why, employers like to hire marching band kids, because they learn those things in marching band, and those things apply to everything, not just music. I am an alum of this program, so this is really special and important to me. When I first started out, we were pretty small and weren't really very successful in the national class. We dropped down for a while. We went into LS2 class and built the band up from there and managed to win 2 championships in LS2 class, and so then we were promoted back to national, which was really kind of always the plan. We weren't expecting this to necessarily be the season. We were on a great upward trend, but then COVID came and everybody had to kind of start over again and start rebuilding again. So we expected it to be a strong band, but we didn't go in thinking this is the year. Our drum major and one of our trumpet players had said during band camp, if we win states this year, I'll let Miss Siemens shave my head. And so I said, that's really sweet, but that's not going to happen. So then, as they were winning every week, I was like, wow, I might be shaving their head. I'm pretty excited about it. And then the week before championships, one of the kids said to me, what do you think we're going to score this week? And they said, I think we're going to get a 95. I said, yeah, right. If you get a 95, I'll shave my head. They got a 95.05. At our band banquet, we did a grand shaving of the heads. I couldn't think of a better reason.
Congratulations, Ms. Siemens. Our December 2022 honoree was Maggie Mercer, orchestra and strings teacher at West Genesee Schools.
It's never too early to get introduced to music. I think we have to do things for students that are developmentally appropriate. So very young children, instead of starting an instrument, maybe they would dance with scarves and move to a steady beat. I think that a good beginning at anything never ends. So if you give children a really solid start in something, I want them to bring with them an appreciation of working with a group, having a common goal that we all work toward together. That carries out of the orchestra room.
I love when we get new music and then we go to rehearsal and we bring it all together and we make it into one big orchestra, and it's just really cool to hear it all come together.
And I think the things that they take away from the program are not just musical. I think they get an appreciation for beauty and excellence. They learn how to work independently because we only see them once or twice a week, and they're given an assignment so that they have to work on themselves. Communication, nonverbal, creativity. They learn so many things here that they take with them to the other classrooms and the other places of their lives. Children start dancing sometimes before they start walking. And so our response to music is something that's in us. And so when we work into our education in public school or privately, some music instruction, we're honing and creating those skills for them that they'll take with them for the rest of their lives. And I think that there's not enough time that we devote to beauty. And when we create music together, we create beauty. And when we can appreciate that, we become even better adults.
Congratulations, Ms. Mercer. In January 2023, we presented the Classic FM Music Educator Award to Kevin Upcraft, band director at Mexico Middle School.
I hope that my students take with them that it's more than just performing music. Band is a family, music is a family, it connects them, it gives them much more than just playing an instrument, singing.
We've learned techniques and obviously how to play when you do marching, rhythms, and that music is more than just a sound, it can be a way to connect with your friends.
It helps with them in every other subject area. It helps them stronger cognitively, and it helps them, work together with other individuals to complete a goal. Music in our education is so essential to our public schools. It helps our students find a connection to school that might not always be there in other subject areas. It helps bring together a lot of different skill sets that help them be successful in other areas and in life together that we've been doing in music and art classes since it began.
Congratulations, Mr. Upcraft. The honoree for February 2023 was Karen Vaverka, high school and middle school orchestra teacher at Skaneateles Central Schools.
I hope that they can reflect back on this time and realize that music is something they can take with them for their entire life. So whether they end up playing their instruments, or not, they can always support music. They can contribute to things like WCNY, Classic FM. They can contribute to many musical organizations. And if they become doctors and lawyers, I hope that becomes, stays in their brain as something that needs their support. And having experienced what it's all about, hopefully that will spur them on to, to always be involved in music in some way in their lives. Music, the arts, drama, visual arts, give students an outlet for expression. And whatever they're feeling, whatever they're experiencing, the arts give them a way to express themselves. And you don't get that, in your normal high school classroom. You're studying, obviously, many, many different things, and each discipline requires something different. But I feel the arts are special because it gives them that outlet, it gives them that creativity. It also helps them to develop a sense of compassion for each other, for the world, and we need that more now than we ever have before. I think most people would agree. Music in our schools is just so important for those reasons, to captivate them, to make them better people, to make them more compassionate, and to keep music alive.
Congratulations to Ms. Vaverka. Our March 2023 honoree was Lindsay Palmer, high school and middle school band teacher at McGraw Central Schools.
I knew that there was some discussion of, is this position going to be full-time? Is it not? But thankfully I work in a place that my administrators really wanted the position to be full-time. So I knew that was kind of my duty then when I was hired, that, my job is to make this program amazing again. It's to build my numbers. I kind of found myself going into lunch periods, going into study halls, just kind of surveying students and their interest in music.
She has brought so much to the band program, all of the different aspects, all the different bands she created, and wanting to have people involved. And she always is saying oh, you're signing up for band next year? You're signing up for band next year? Always, and always wanting people to participate.
And I think, too, student word of mouth has been really, really helpful. A lot of them have kind of recruited some of their classmates and said, hey, come meet Mrs. Palmer, come, join the band program. So that was my goal the whole time, was to kind of make it great again. And here we are, and almost 60 students later. So it's really, really awesome to see how far it's come in 4 years. The biggest thing I think that I can tell all of you is to never give up. Never give up. If you're passionate about something, go for it and keep doing it. Being hired, I don't know if you guys remember, but there were 11 students in my interview in 2019 in the band program, 6 through 12, and then COVID hit, and I thought, holy cow, everyone around us is kind of crumbling, they're taking the hit, they're losing students, but we did just the opposite. Even through COVID times, we grew and we kept going and we persevered. So if I can tell you anything, just never give up on what you want and on your dreams, because you can do it.
Congratulations to Ms. Palmer. Our honoree for April 2023 was Pam Mastro-Battisto, band director and music teacher at Pine Grove Middle School.
Music and art bring so much to students, their ability to express themselves, a place where they can go and just, enjoy doing something that's very physical and mentally challenging as well. You think about all the processes that are going on. They're decoding something that's written on a page. Then their minds have to process all that information, and then they have to do something physically with that information. Their fingers have to move. They have to blow into an instrument. They've got to hit a drum or something. So they have to physically do something with that information that's being processed through the brain. But then they have to do it in a certain amount of time. It's not as if you get all the time in the world to think about that. So through that, they're building a lot of neural pathways in their brains, and it's helping them to be better thinkers and to respond faster to things. And also it builds confidence. So whenever they're performing and they know they've done a great job, that's a huge confidence builder. And I'm hoping that through music, it helps build confidence, perseverance. It teaches them lifelong skills. They'll meet friends. So it's a social thing. It's an emotional thing. It's an intellectual thing. It just offers so much to the entire person that I can't speak enough about it. I hope they always take the love of music with them, whether playing or listening. To me, I hope that I've been able to impart that on them, how much I love music, and that by learning how to play things more difficult, sometimes things are a little bit challenging, but then they always rise to the challenge, and I hope that shows them that no matter how difficult things can be, sometimes they have it in them to rise to the challenge.
Congratulations, Ms. Mastro-Battisto. The honoree for May 2023 was Dave Hawthorne, band director and instrumental teacher at Oneida High School.
They're just great kids, and for me, it's kind of been my passion. I went to school here many years ago and just came into the job, and I just felt a responsibility to uphold the music department or uphold the band program. I think it provides them happiness during the day. It takes away from some of the rigors that they deal with in their core classes, and it allows them a chance to be creative. It allows them a chance to be themselves. It's what brought us to school most of the time. I think I was just an average high school student at best. Struggled with some classes, but band was what motivated me to come to school. And I don't think it's a mistake that band is first period. I think it brings them into school every day, and it provides them some peace and happiness, I think, during the day. I just hope that they have a love for music, that they go to live performances, that they go to live shows. I'm not so concerned that they become music teachers. I'm not so concerned that they continue playing. I just want them to be consumers. I want them to enjoy going to concerts and look back at the fun that they had, and maybe more importantly, when they become parents themselves, someday that their kids will go, hey, I want to take an instrument, hey, I want to sing, and they go, yeah, I did that, that's a good thing to do. This band has given me everything. That's all I can say about that.
Congratulations, Mr. Hawthorne. In June 2023, we presented our final Classic FM Music Educator Award for the 2022-23 school year to Teresa Marakian, Performing Arts Chair and Strings Teacher at Manlius Pebble Hills School.
I've learned a lot from her, both in terms of how to actually play my instrument and just life lessons about, how to approach problems both musically and elsewhere. She's a great instructor and her passion for music really shines through, so I take a lot of inspiration from her. I think a lesson I've learned from her is just to, always be appreciative of others and communicate and share your emotions, whether that's through music or elsewhere.
I guess I wanted to go into teaching because I had such an amazing experience. I actually grew up in this area and had so many amazing teachers that inspired me. What you have in your studio today is we have some of our top performing musicians, but it's beyond that. I think that by having meaningful musical experiences, that we're also creating appreciation for the arts. I think it enriches our community. It creates creative thinkers. It creates confident individuals that want to give back to their community, and I think it's such an important and worthwhile thing to be part of children's life, and it's a skill that's just going to enrich society as a whole. And whether students go into music or not, I think there's so many life lessons, like learning how to approach problems, believing in yourself, developing discipline. So there are a lot of side benefits that I hope that my students, if they carry on with them when they move on to college and elsewhere. It's like, I really learned that if I just break a problem down, I can really do whatever I want to do in life. And I hope it's a lesson that got started on their instrument.
Congratulations, Ms. Marakian. Music in our schools is essential for students, not only to bolster their knowledge of music and technique, but to foster their personal growth. Thanks so much to those in education who keep music and a love of the arts alive and thriving into the next generation. Do you know a Central New York music educator who is playing a crucial role in shaping young minds? Help us recognize their contribution. You can submit your nominations for the 2023-24 school year now at wcny.org/musiceducator. Congratulations once again to this year's honorees.
Elijah rock, Elijah. Oh, Elijah. Oh, Elijah rock, Elijah. Oh, Elijah. Elijah rock, Elijah rock. Oh, Elijah rock, Elijah rock. Oh, come on, sister, help me to pray. Tell me, my Lord, done past his way. Elijah rock. Elijah rock. Elijah rock. Elijah rock. Elijah rock. Elijah rock, Elijah rock, Elijah rock, Elijah rock, Elijah rock,
Elijah rock, shout, shout, Elijah rock, coming out, Lordy, Elijah rock, shout, shout, Elijah rock, coming out, Lordy, Elijah rock, shout, shout, Elijah rock, coming out, Lord.
Elijah rock. Satan ain't nothing but a snake in the grass. He's a conjurer, he's a liar. Elijah rock, 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 Elijah come.
This program is brought to you by the members of WCNY. Thank you.
Experience Symphoria, the orchestra of Central New York. Tickets are available now for the new season. Affordable tickets for the whole family provide access to all musical styles. Tickets at experiencesymphoria.org.
Syracuse Friends of Chamber Music is proud to be a sponsor of the Classic FM Music Educator Awards. Syracuse Friends of Chamber Music is a volunteer organization made up of music lovers dedicated to bringing some of the world's finest chamber ensembles to perform in Syracuse.
Hamilton College Performing Arts Series presents an upcoming season of performances by Billy Child's Quartet, Alejandro Brites Quartet, and Rennie Harris Pure Movement, to name a few. More information at hamilton.edu/performingarts.
The Classic FM Music Educator program is made possible through support from the Chesswater Foundation.